We had elected a President McCain. His domestic financial policy advisor, Douglas Holtz-Eakin, would be helping to shape the health care debate. Instead, unemployed, Mr. Holtz-Eakin's COBRA health insurance is about to run out. He's preparing to pay sky-high insurance premiums because he's 51 and he has a pre-existing condition. Our fourth story on the countdown as the Democratic leadership works to get their health care reform to the House floor by week's end. Mr. Holtz-Eakin's ironic yet no less compelling story reminds us health care for all is health care for all. Congressman Grayson joins us presently, but first, the latest on the House health care reform bill. Aides to the Speaker say the leadership has been in a series of meetings discussing amendment plans and specific language for the bill, and NBC News reporting that the Democratic disagreements over abortion rights and immigration have pushed the House vote until at least Friday. Meanwhile, the House Minority Leader, Mr. Boehner, says the Republicans' goal is to make the bill as difficult as possible to vote for, and that the GOP will have an alternative bill in the next several days. If by several days you mean a period of time equivalent to the Pleistocene era. Mr. Boehner getting some assistance on the Senate side from who else but Senator Olbermann of Connecticut, who says doing nothing would be better than voting for the public option. He blames public option supporters for obstructing reform, and he says he will single-handedly stop this obstruction with more obstruction of his own.
The government going into the health insurance business, I think it's such a mistake that I would use the power I have as a single senator to stop a final vote.
As promised, joining me now, Congressman Grayson, the Democrat of Florida. Thanks for some of your time tonight, sir.
Thanks. Great to be here. I'm having a good day.
Good. Do you believe the House bill is going to be on the floor by the end of the week?
Saturday, maybe. If not, then Monday.
Are you confident it is going to pass and there'll be enough reform in it to make it worthwhile?
Absolutely. Look, the main thing is we have to save American lives. As you pointed out on this show a few weeks ago, there's 122 Americans who are dying every single day before that because they have no health care. If you take two people who are exactly identical, same age, same race, same smoking habits, same weight, and one of them has insurance and one of them doesn't, the one without insurance in America is 40% more likely to die.
You have already outlined on the floor of the House one of, or the basic Republican tenets of a health insurance plan. When Mr. Boehner says he's going to have an alternative bill ready, first off, they've been saying that all year and there's been nothing yet so far. But is there actually one in the works? Have you heard of anything and what might be in it?
I think what's in it is more of the same. They're going to try to do whatever they can to placate the insurance company. The Republican National Party is now a wholly owned subsidiary of corporate America, and that's especially true of the insurance companies. They'll do whatever the insurance companies want.
Did you, to that point, find it telling in that little clip we just played of Senator Olbermann, where he said the government going into the health insurance business is such a mistake? This really does mainline back to the fact of which state he represents and who his largest campaign contributors are, does it not?
There are hundreds and hundreds of people in Connecticut who will live if this bill passes and will die if it doesn't.
It can't be more bluntly stated than that. Let me ask you about this Douglas Holtz-Eakin story that I mentioned earlier. He's paying $1,000 a month to extend the private health insurance that he'd gotten through the campaign last year with Mr. McCain. He's told the Washington Post, here's the quote, "Let's not whine too much about me. I'm a wealthy, affluent American in the big picture." Didn't, in a way almost as cutting to the point as you have used on the floor, didn't he just define the health care debate?
Sure he has. Look, go to our website, namesofthedead.com, and you'll see what life is like for real Americans who can't get health care. We have accumulated hundreds and hundreds of stories from people whose loved ones died because they could not get the health care they needed. And that's America right now. That's an America we want to put behind us.
Is the current plan, as we understood it from the Fox commentator and Republican consultant, Mr. Kristol, said that they're going to go after this argument. They're going to really try to hit home against reform by claiming this is all about cutting Medicare. And if that's the case, what's the Democratic defense play on that?
The Democratic defense play is to tell the Republicans, stop lying.
Congressman Grayson of Florida, as always, to the point and succinct, and great thanks for being both and for your time tonight.
Thank you very much, Keith. We're close to the end of this long, long road to affordable, universal, comprehensive health care in America.
Amen. Congratulations in advance.
Thank you.